Hello, welcome to Mart's Garage. I've been working on the Thunderbird, funny enough, and I did actually manage to get this carb running relatively okay yesterday by using the metering plate that I had been using, but it's not the original numbers matching one for this carb. That's the float bowl that matches the carb, so the float bowl is working okay. The metering plate is working okay, but it's not the original one. For some reason I feel compelled to try and use the original one. I went on YouTube and had a look, and it showed people removing these plugs here. So I have gone to a local tool place and bought some stud extractors. I've just bought these. I mean, they are very cheap, but you never know, maybe these will be useful for pulling those little plugs out. Here is the original metering block. I washed it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I've left it soaking in fuel overnight. Don't know if that'll do anything, but I'm going to get it out now and dry it off and then see if I can get those plugs out. Got one out. I had to grind the end off this because it was it got too long a point on it. It wouldn't dig in. Got the other one out, look. There's some holes down there that you need to make sure are clear. Okay, let me find something to try and poke them out with. I couldn't see any signs of anything being blocked. I've blown it back and forth with the airline. These ones here are where the emulsion tubes are, but they're different on this one than I saw in the video. They're not right here at the top. So I don't think I can pull these ones out. But the bottom line is, when this one's on, it runs too lean to run. I'll try and get something that fits down the hole and just probe it through. I'll go and have a look at the workshop manual as well and have a look in more detail. Okay, I'll bring you back when there's more to show. Hello. I have this small set of drills, all different sizes, and this one here goes in to there. It isn't very long, it goes down to about there, but that goes in, and that is 0.75 of a millimetre, which is about 30 thou. It also goes in here. Because there's another hole further down. It also goes in here. These are the holes that people drill out when they want the power valves to deliver more fuel. There's two more small holes there, one there and one there, but this drill's just slightly too big to go through there. That one goes in there. That's 0.65 of a mil. Now when I put this drill in the first time, I felt a resistance as it went in, as if it pushed something out of the way. So I'll put this away before I lose it. So, and the other thing I did, I can't really demo it, but I held it under the level of the petrol in there and put the airline on various places and just watch the bubbles come through, and the bubbles seem to be coming through as I would expect. You can see it come out of the idle mixture screw and the main jet. So I think all the passages are open. I'm going to give it another good blowout now. Because I don't have the luxury of being able to get new plugs. I mean, you can get them in the States, but I ain't going to order them to come here. I'll just tap these back in. I'll see if this, I'll get this fitted to the car then and see if it works. It is looking a bit cleaner now than it was. Okay, I'll bring it back when there's more to show. Okay, let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, I can go back to the other metering plate. But I'd like it to work just for the sake of using the original parts. It's not like they wear out, is it? I just screwed that one all the way in and it didn't stop the engine. They're both all the way in and the engine hasn't stopped, so no good. Also, you saw how it was hard to start. Okay, I'm going to give up on that metering block. Let's put the other one on and see what a difference it makes. Okay, you don't need to see me change the metering block again. I'll go and change it and I'll bring you back. Okay, 5 minutes later I've swapped the plate. Well, I've just put the idle mixture screw all the way in on the other side. I think it'll stop and come on this one in there. I'm beginning to lose the will to live. That's all the way in. That's 3 turns out. Okay, both 3 turns out. 3 half turns is what I mean. I needed some spark plugs, so these came in from Rock Auto, NGK. I'll let it cool down a bit and then I'll put these new plugs in. I'm not very happy at all, to be honest. It's you can see how I had all those troubles so many years ago, especially with, you know, so much less experience as well. And I finally managed to get it running okay. In fact, it was quite powerful. I have a video where I took the car for a run and I went up to the fuel station, came back, and I gave it a bit of a, bit of a bootful a couple of times before I came back, and it really took off. It really sounded good, so it can run really well. I think my quest to try and reinstate the original parts has come back to bite me, because it just doesn't want to run on those original parts. But in all the messing about when it was running really badly, it fouled all the plugs. So I'm going to change the plugs and put these new ones in. Also, don't forget, it does have old fuel in it. I filled it up with fuel probably a couple of years ago. Okay, righto, leave it with me then. I'll get the plugs changed. Let's see if that makes a difference. You know, I've got a good mind just to put the old float bowl back on again. I can't see any benefit at all from running this old float bowl, other than it looks better, but you can't even see it with the air filter on, because it might be that metering block is designed to run with a slightly lower float level. In other words, the float level on that float bowl is higher, and it might be designed to run with the original metering block, but with that metering block, maybe the more modern type float bowl is better, because it sets the level slightly lower. If I could just get it back running how it was, I'd be happy. Okay, I'll let it cool down a bit, and I'll change the plugs, and I'll bring it back when there's more to show. Okay, it's as it was, but it's got a set of new plugs in it. So let's see if that makes a difference. So this is old float bowl, new metering block. When I say new, I mean more modern. And let's see if it runs. There you go, that's a lot better, isn't it? I'm still disappointed that I couldn't get that metering block to work, but that is better. I've got two sets of those plugs, so I've got another spare set as well. They came from Rock Auto. It's a good service from Rock Auto, because I can pay the VAT, the value added tax, and they arrive at my doorstep fully paid, duty and everything. Alright, it's expensive, but you know, it's an expensive hobby, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to run it too long because I don't have a lot of fuel, so I might run it down to the fuel station. I'll bring you back in a little bit when there's more to show. Mirror, look. making it difficult for myself. Power steering would be good. Whoa. My neighbour's car parked right close here, so that's awkward. And I've got my car on the drive. That feels alright. Top gear already. It's been a bit showery today, so I can't guarantee it's not going to rain. But I thought, you know, it's now or never. It's a bit cloudy. It's running pretty good, to be honest. I've got my original float bowl from when the car was built, the newer metering block, and a brand new set of plugs, NGK. So it's like I've got something in my tyre tread. Yeah, this car feels like it always felt. I've still got my rag stuffed in the thing because I just don't know, to be honest. I tried to do something different than I'd had, and it's been an uphill battle. But anyway, we're out on the road. Let's go and get some fuel. I am low on fuel, but I've got some in a can in the boot. Oh, let's try the indicators. Yep, indicators. When the weather's a bit nicer, we'll take the roof down and have another run. Tell you what does feel better, that door isn't rattling anywhere near as much as it used to. Both doors are much better, so that's good. There was always a rattle when you went over a little bump. That's running nice now. Hope that's not the famous last words. We've had a lot of rain lately. When we go out to walk the dogs, everything's just a complete mud bath. mess about, just going to the local fuel station. Tesco's. Right, hang on, fuel's on that side, isn't it? Running okay, I think. Okay, right, back in a bit. Okay, 30 quid's worth, 20 litres. Keep me going for a little bit. There's a little tiny bit of gravel in my tyre. I wonder if that ticking noise will go now. Okay, clouds are looking a bit ominous, but let's give it a little run up the road. I think all the problems I was having was I had some really bad over-rich conditions, really heavily flooding when I was trying to get the float bowl sorted out, and I think that damaged the plugs. And then the secondary thing was I got like slightly warped housings and things, meaning I needed 2 gaskets. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure about that. But then when I tried to reintroduce the original metering block, I just don't know, it's never run right with that metering block. It was always running lean, and it would only run if I put my hand over the carb and sort of choked it. And even though I cleaned it all out, it was still no good. I might get another carb of the same type. In which case I might try the metering block off that carb. But to be honest, metering block, so what, you know. Okay, the metering block is off a later carb. Big deal. Not going to worry about it. I've still got the original. I can see a little bit of rain on the screen now. Haven't tried the wipers, I bet they don't work. Okay. Nice to get the old girl out on the road again. I'm not going to go down any side roads because there's a lot of big puddles on the roads because it has been raining a lot. I'll just turn around here. You can see the wet patches on the road. Just my luck, eh? Raining now. I hope by turning around and going the other way I'd come out of it. Right, wipers, wipers, wipers. Are they? Okay. See if it makes it quieter. I bet you can't see much, can you? Not much to see really. As we're burbling along, lovely V8 noise. The car is definitely quieter now. A lot of trouble with potholes. Got to be careful. Just try the brakes. Brakes are okay. Yeah, brakes are okay. Cool, man. Driving low. Something a bit funny about this gearbox. If you're driving D, it sets off in second, which makes it feel a bit sluggish. If you're driving low, it sets off in low and then shifts to second and third. I think there might be another position further back, which is like a manual hold low, but I haven't got enough detents in the gate to get to there. Getting towards a busy time of day now. It's not too bad at the moment. It's about 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. Temperature gauge is just at the bottom end of the wide band in the middle. I love the way it lifts that left hand front wing there when you press the accelerator. Rear digs in like that. The fact that you're sitting back over the back, right by the back wheels helps as well. I did speed the idle up a bit when I was struggling with it. I think it's still up. really great to get the Thunderbird out. It sits there too long, getting all dust and dirt on it. And I think making the videos, you know, this YouTube thing, sort of prompts me to get my ass in gear and just do something with it rather than just leave it standing. It's so easy to just leave them there. You know, your attention gets taken by the latest little toy, doesn't it? Car feels good. I bought those plugs from Rock Auto, and that's the cheapest, you know. Even here you can't get them in England. I could have got 8 in England for what I've paid for 16 from the States. I really need to give a shout out really to Rock Auto, because, you know, having American cars in England and stuff, they've got the parts, you know, as long as it's standard parts. And you can, when you order them, you can opt to pay the taxes up front, and they just come straight to your door without any hassle or duty or surcharges. Let's give it a little burst. Is it? I'll go around the block and do it again. At least it was instant and didn't fluff and fart about. There's a speed limit on here now. You have to keep your average down. Let's give it another little burst. In amongst all the traffic. Can't do it. Try kick down. Oh no, it's a car. Got to burn them rings in, haven't you? Now as well. Can I get over there? Ready? Girl still got a bit of pep. Can't complain of that, can you? Okay, I'll see you back at the house. Could do have been a bit more limber. I made it hard by having these things in the way. It's running all right. It's running all right. A little bit less smoky than it was when I first started it, but that's okay, isn't it? nice and warm under here. Okay. Great. Super. Okay. Well, there we are. There's a little drive in the Thunderbird. I'm quite happy, to be honest, to leave it like that because it's running so nicely, and that's how I had it running. I might try and get the 4 barrels working, but I suppose I can always come back to this setting, can't I, if I can't make it work. I don't want to go buying like an Edelbrock or something like that. It's just, I'd rather have it like this than have something else on it. I'm never going to race it, so just a little burst now and again. Even on 2 barrels it goes really well. Okay, thanks very much for joining me in the garage. Thank you for clicking like, thanks for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the content. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot then, bye.